A federal weapons trafficker walked out of an Arkansas courthouse on a $25,000 bail. He used it to kill 4 people. This wasn't impulsive. This wasn't a crime of passion. This was a man who had been taught repeatedly, systematically, institutionally that consequences were for other people. The Arkansas judicial system didn't just fail here, it built this. Every dropped charge was a green light. Every shrugged probation was a loaded weapon handed back with a smile. 2 neighbors never saw it coming. They lived down a quiet rural road in the Ozarks, the kind of place where people still leave their doors unlocked. He walked through that door and emptied his magazine into 2 defenseless human beings. He didn't flinch. He stepped over their bleeding bodies on the cold farmhouse floorboards like they were furniture. Because to him, they were nothing. They were an obstacle between him and $25,000. He wiped his boots. He walked back out into the afternoon sun. Then, he marched a quarter mile down that same dirt road to finish what he started. His own parents were waiting inside. The 2 people who had spent decades making excuses for him at every family dinner, every courthouse hallway, every 2 a.m. phone call asking for bail money again. They had kept him alive through every version of himself. He paid him back in bullets. He cleared both rooms. He looted $25,000 in personal assets from the same bloody floors where he had just ended 50 years of 2 people's lives. He was calm, methodical. He washed the gore off his hands at the sink. He rehearsed his story in the mirror. He crafted a fake alibi so arrogant it was almost impressive. And then, with the same smirk he had worn in every single arrest photo, he called 911. He said it was someone else. The investigators pulled ballistic casings. They mapped trajectory. They filed digital record requests within hours. And then they pulled his phone data. He had carefully scrubbed every drop of blood from his hands. He had forgotten to turn off his phone. Cellular GPS had been silently, patiently, indifferently tracking every step he took that entire afternoon. Both properties, both exact timestamps, 0 gap. The alibi he had spent hours rehearsing collapsed in approximately 4 minutes. The state prosecutor slid the paperwork for a lethal injection needle across the table, and the ultimate Ozark tough guy, the untouchable enforcer, the man who had stepped over bleeding bodies without blinking, broke completely. The smirk disappeared. The swagger evaporated. He sobbed in open court. He took a 60-year plea deal and traded whatever was left of his life for a concrete cage. Judges gave him bail. Prosecutors gave him probation. The system gave him a masterclass in how to get away with it. He still couldn't. Hit subscribe.